This is the Don and Mike Show.
If we're going to do it, we should do it ourselves. Maintain control. Better yet, tell New York to f***ing handle it already.
John just asked me specifically.
So it's like the movie then.
What movie?
One, that you can't refuse a man's request on his daughter's wedding day.
No, it's the other way around. That I should be asking him for something he can't refuse.
So did you?
No.
You should ask not to do this.
I already f***ing agreed.
I'm just saying I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, I didn't ask you what you f***ing think.
The Don and Mike Show.
Right. Legendary Canadian troubadours, Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
You know what Christopher said about Vito?
Maybe he was a homo. Felt there was no one he could talk to about it.
Maybe he was homo? Was that
Maybe he was a homo.
Maybe he was a homo. He's Vito from The Sopranos. Hey, Rob, why don't you just dial him up? We got it. While you dial him up, I'll get his clip here. His famous clip from Sunday night's episode.
It's when he gets caught in the gay bar, and, of course, in the mafia circles he's traveling in.
All right, half
not
a
a good thing.
Beautiful.
It's unusual.
Vito from The Sopranos. Oh, that's still Sly and the Family Stone. Always worth hearing them.
Sure.
But not what we were looking for.
Vito? What the f***?
Sal, hey.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I was here. It's a joke.
You're f***. Watch it, buddy. You watch it, cupcake.
Guys, come on. It's okay.
You think so?
Sal, please. It's a f***ing joke.
Right. Sure. Say hi to your wife.
I'm serious. Sal, please. Don't say nothing, Sal.
And then he goes to a motel, and we leave him with a gun.
Put me on hold. He'll be right with us.
Put you on hold?
Yeah.
I thought we were calling him live on the air. I thought you set that up with him.
He forgot about his USA Today interview. I spoke to him 10 minutes ago.
We're going to speak with Vito.
Okay, hang on.
Joe.
Okay, good.
What's Joe's last name?
Gannascoli.
Gannascoli. Joe Gannascoli.
Welcome. Thank you for pulling himself away from USA Today. Joe Gannascoli. Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's happening?
Joe,
how are you?
Hi there.
All right.
I'm Don, and this is my buddy Mike. And welcome to the show. Know you're busy as hell.
Yeah.
Glad we got you on.
With the London Times. I gave him the boot so I could talk to you guys.
There you go. We appreciate it, Joe.
Thank you so much. We will talk about, what is it, cookbook you're promoting? Sauces?
Yeah, cookbook, pasta sauce. I got a lot of things coming on. Where are you guys, where's your show?
Well, we're based in Washington. We're on a few stations around the country.
Washington State or D.C.?
D.C.
Oh, really? My brother's a lawyer in D.C.
Oh, wonderful. That's good. Well, the thing we were excited about talking to you is that we catch you at an incredibly timely time on The Sopranos.
Now, last year on the show, when you were going down on that guy in the car,
right,
and Meadows' boyfriend saw you, at that time, we thought, oh, my God, this is going to be like one of those great Sopranos mysteries that goes on forever. The guy is half a fag, but no one's ever going to know that he's half a fag. And when you got the script and you saw that in this particular episode you were going to have to wear the leather Billy Idol hat, go to the gay bar, kiss the guy, what did you were you glad that they brought you out? Or are you glad that your character is and we still don't know if you're going to blow your brains out.
And of course we know the way it works with you. All you folks on The Sopranos, you're not going to tell us anything about what's happening, right?
Are you?
I'm going to tell you very little, but I will tell you that the whole kiss thing. I mean, I decided to kiss the guy because we would just dance with him, and then he says, "Be as amorous." The director, Steve Buscemi, says, "The last take." He said, "You could be as amorous as you want," and I knew what he meant. So I said, "You know what? I'm just going to go for it. Let me just put a little weapon on this guy's head."
You know what?
Wow.
I really think though that you sold it. That was really important to the scene, and it came out great. And man, I mean that's a hell of a challenge for an actor to have that kind of character. A lot going on there.
Yeah, it certainly is, especially being a Brooklyn kid, you know what I mean? It's not something I didn't grow up in, like, the Village or, L.A. It's, What can I say? But then again, I've been in the restaurant business and a chef, so I was.
You've been around it.
So
yeah, I don't have a problem with it. So.
Hey, let me ask you about one other thing about your character on a previous episode this season. When you're in Bada Bing and everybody's eating something, and you say, I'm on Atkins, and you take just a hot dog.
Right.
I thought that was a gay reference. Am I reading?
Yeah,
reading too much into it?
listen, I don't know if I said I'm on Atkins.
Somebody may have said Atkins.
Well, we discussed that on the show, and we were wondering, gay or Atkins, which was it skewing more to? Can you enlighten us?
Vito watches his carbs because he lost all the weight.
Right.
And it was kind of funny. He put the hot dog in his mouth, and I think I gave a little look to Bobby Finaro, Eugene. It was a little in-house joke. Even when I said in the second show, maybe he was gay and there's no one he could talk to.
Right. Little hints all over the place.
The audience knows but the cast doesn't. That's pretty funny.
Right.
Okay. Now, without getting into what's going to happen, because you can't tell us.
Right. Boy, that is one of the great cliffhangers. Of all time, really.
And I saw Steve Buscemi directed the episode. I'd love to ask you about that in a second. But are you at this point happy that you may go down in Sopranos history to be remembered along the likes of Big Pussy and Steve Buscemi, where you get guys that have become your favorite characters on the show, and then all of a sudden, gone.
Kaboom.
Teats up. Have you ever thought about that maybe you're not going to be one of those guys that just is on the show and just fades away? That
Yeah, how does it, and do they let you know, do they give you notice as far as, when you're shooting a show like this, any show, like The Sopranos, like 24, where, it's ongoing and you have characters killed off, do they give you any kind of heads up, or do you just arrive one day and know where things are going to go?
Well, I usually, let me see, got a little points for that. First of all, I'm very glad that on probably one of the greatest shows on TV that I've had such a huge impact. First it was Killing Jackie Jr., which was big in season 3.
Oh, hold on. Let me applaud that. I forgot that. And didn't you do it, right in front of his house?
Well, it was like it said Booton. It was like the projects of Booton.
Oh,
That's right.
He was hiding out because he ripped off a card game that went awry, and so I killed him, and that was cool. So that was really big. And then, I came with this idea for the gay character.
Oh, now, hold on. This is your idea to have Vito be gay?
Yes.
Oh, wow,
You're
that's
kidding.
great. I didn't know that the cast members had that much, influence on. Do you go to David Chase with this? Is that how it works, Joe?
You can make suggestions. Say, David, if, how about this, or how about that, or how about I said this? And they always pick up things from your personal life of who you are and incorporate in your character. Not that, I'm a gay, I just got married.
I was just going to say that.
Just got married? Congratulations.
But I was going to say.
Thank you. I back in season 3, I suggested this from a book I was reading about an openly gay character in a mob family in Brooklyn. That the guy was with his bad crew, they were responsible for hundreds of murders. He used to chop them up their bodies in Brooklyn in his bathtub. But he was openly gay, and I said, that's pretty interesting because you want to play something that's sort of most challenging. I wanted to separate myself from the other actors. I wanted to, name for myself. And what would be, I'm an actor, so I want to act. So they thought about it, and then it came to fruition in season 5.
Well, then you had to be psyched up when this character took on this new development. That's great.
Yeah, you know what? I thought I saw my character as sort of a cross between Mike Tyson and Liberace.
But I mean,
self-loathing, in denial, a homophobe, a hater, that I get serviced and then I knock them out. I kick the crap out of them. That's what I had envisioned.
Yeah.
They
took it to another level.
That's great though that you came up that the idea was yours because it really, my God, it added so much to the show. It's fantastic.
But what does it say about you, Joe, that even 3 years ago you were pitching The Sopranos about your character being gay? What does it say about you, my friend?
I just wanted to separate myself from that. I could have been in the background doing a line or two, and
I know, but listen, you don't see Bobby Bacala writing a letter to David Chase saying, please let.
You got to have both too, my friend.
He gave you a my friend. You better watch it. You got to be careful.
Please let me go down.
One of the most memorable scenes in The Sopranos. It truly is.
How great is it for you? You mentioned you're from Brooklyn. You're one of those guys who walk around New York all the time. But now with the added notoriety, after you killed the other guy, and you've been more of a focal point of the show in the past couple of years, and especially now.
And also the guy that was going to move in on Tony's territory if Tony didn't survive the shooting.
Oh, yeah, and you know what? Didn't you? You didn't give Karma all the money, did you? That you were supposed to give her when it looked like Tony was going to die, right?
Yeah, I shorted her a little.
Yeah, you shorted her. Okay, all right.
Just a little. And this cliffhanger, nobody knows really what's going to happen.
So how great is it for you, Joe, this week to have literally everybody in the world that watches The Sopranos? We all think that you're going to blow your brains out, but because we never...
Yeah, I have friends asking me the same thing, and, they want to make sure I survive. And if not, I said, listen, you waited for 2 years for the show, you'll have to wait another week.
But then, can you answer one thing? Why'd you call Syl? Yes.
I want to see if he heard anything, because I don't know what to do yet. I'm the sort of...
Oh,
okay.
You want to see if those two guys had talked yet.
All right.
Right. I want to see if the word got back to them immediately, and, they reached out, and someone reached out to them.
Well, for what it's worth, I hope that you don't blow your brains out.
Yeah, because,
I hope you come back to be the guy that you're thinking about being, the openly gay guy. Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be great. They should not kill you off. For goodness sakes.
It's a lot of fun, and it's just got to be. Did you ever think you'd be part of something that's in your chosen field that got this huge?
Well, you know what? I'm blessed, and I've been immensely lucky. I brought this all on myself, you know what I mean? I gambled away my money in my restaurants. That's what's in my book, it's like a self...
All right. Oh, the book is called A Meal to Die For.
Mm. Right, and it's about a food fence, and a young guy was working as a chef. I used to get into gambling holes, and I used to move bootleg olive oil, wine with phony labels, and stolen shrimp, and to pay off my gambling debts. But in real life, I lost everything in gambling, and I moved to L.A. to become an actor.
Wow. Oh, really? So you were in the restaurant business, and you gambled your money away, and you decided to become an actor?
Right.
And what is
within that? But in the gist of it, that's fine.
Well, I'm going to ask you then, Joe. If you, I'm here in Brooklyn. I'm here in the restaurant business. I'm here in gambling. I would imagine there might have been some gambling debts. So perhaps you've had experience with some people like you might find in The Sopranos.
Oh, growing up in Brooklyn, that's what I know. Are you kidding?
Yeah, sure.
I know real guys that want to be. I have friends that were connected, uncles, guys that I knew got killed, guys that I saw people shot. Go out, you see it all, man. It's the real deal.
Of all the guys,
that's making me hungry just hearing you tell. Making me want a nice big place of pasta.
Pasta.
Just pasta.
Can I ask you?
Plate of pasta.
All the characters on The Sopranos are people that you hang out with. My question would be, who... a lot of guys, I know that Paulie Walnuts, comes from that area. You come from that area.
Right.
Who would we be surprised at in the cast would be most removed from that kind of a life that really is faking it? That's somebody that really is not connected. I mean, I think of
or not even connected, but not even. I think street smart.
Just doesn't come from that world. I mean, I know.
I would say AJ.
AJ, really?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, his kid, he grew up probably in Manhattan.
Right.
I think he's Irish. I don't know. Maybe him. I would say.
He's good. If AJ's.
I don't know. Maybe Edie Falco.
Edie Falco, right?
Long Island. I mean, we're all New Yorkers, so we know the deal. But
what about Ginny Sack?
I would. Well, she's from Jersey, so she knows the deal too. She's around those people.
Now, you are a former restaurateur, and your book, we mentioned this, A Meal to Die For. What is your favorite Italian dish?
Well, my cooking expertise has been cooking training in French.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing that makes me think maybe you're gay. Kidding, Joe.
Yes.
Kidding, Joe.
You don't want to get whacked here. Watch out.
But French food it's
bonjour.
It's swishy food. But what kind of what's your favorite French meal? I mean, if you,
I was a sauce guy. I was a saucier, so I like making sauces. Sauces for everything. That's what I kind of like. But being French, being Italian, of course, you're going to cook Italian, but I like French is a little more sophisticated, and it just takes it to another level.
On the show, when you guys sit around and eat, whether you're at Bada Bing or at Tony's house, the food always looks incredible, and I know that probably it's been sitting there under the lights.
And they do that TV thing where it's not the real stuff, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they spray it to keep it looking fresh and all that.
It's the real deal.
Is it the real deal on the set of The Sopranos?
It's the real deal, and they'll keep bringing out fresh, and, you know.
Nice.
It does get, you do 15, 20 takes of eating, like, you see it's a lot of it's fake of it. I always see that when I see Tony eating ice cream on the
on the couch.
Yeah. I always see him playing with it, and, like, because I'm thinking, man, he must eat so much of that ice. So he'll play with it and take a little bit and put some in and take some out. And, it's not like when he first probably dove in the first take or two where he said, okay, I'm in the mood for ice cream, but now it's
Joe, can you just tell us this much? Do you know your future on The Sopranos?
Oh, yeah, we shot it all.
Yeah, it's all done.
You know,
it's in the can.
So you know exactly.
So to speak.
He knows, but now there's another gay thing.
Well, that was gay. That was my.
That's it. Sorry about that.
Hey, how about this? How's this for a gay thing? Vito's great on the piano, but he sucks on the organ.
Hey, bada bing! There you go. Oh man. Well, you do great on that show. You really do.
Now your book is at your website. My God, to spell this thing. Joe, you got to get something like I'mNotGayVito.com because
it's
at www.josephar.
Well, it's easy to do. Just say Joe Soup, JoeSoup.com.
Okay.
Joe Soup.
Because if you spell my last name, people never spell it. But I used to have a soup restaurant, so it's JoeSoup.com.
Oh, JoeSoup.com. That works much easier than this.
Right.
JosePhrGannascoli.com.
Will you now? Do you see yourself getting more involved in the restaurant business again? Will you go back to that, or will it always be?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to. But right now I have a full line of food coming out. I have, sauces, pasta sauces, olive oil, spices, red and white wine.
Now, this all sounds like the stuff you mentioned you were counterfeiting in your earlier life.
This is the real deal now.
It's all the real stuff. And how do you tell the difference between real olive oil and fake olive oil?
Well, you got to know what you're dealing with here. And, the people that are using it might not know it, but the people that, professional, they know the difference.
Okay. And Rob was telling me that you lost an incredible amount of weight, too. Seriously, right?
60 pounds, I'm down. And, and I'm laying in bed over here. I just had double hip replacement.
Oh! How'd you lose the weight, Joe?
I had the lap band done.
Okay, so you got the stomach thing.
But I would have lost more had I been able to exercise, but my hips were killing me.
All right, so now was it a weight-related thing with the hips?
It was sort of like hereditary,
Because you're not that old a guy. How old are you, Joe?
47.
47. Okay, yeah, you didn't strike me as that old of a guy. So, well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Do you get to pick out your own clothes on The Sopranos, or do they come? So they dress you for that?
Yeah, they dress me.
They dress you because I noticed also this year, Vito is wearing much shinier suits.
Yeah. Well, now that the weight loss is, I'm bragging everybody that,
yeah, especially when you guys stand in front of that place. Is it Salvatore? Is that the name of the place with the pig in front? Where you
Satriali's.
Satriali's.
Hey, one question about The Sopranos: when you're out in New York and you're walking around, and how is it received by people that maybe are a little closer to the life than you are? Do you get good feedback, bad feedback?
They watch it. They don't like the gay thing. They give me dirty looks.
Yeah.
Fine.
Right.
But believe me, it happens.
Right.
Yeah, listen, I get dirty looks all the time. It's like, and I know that there's real guys. They're looking like that. They're saying,
oh God, that's scary.
Yeah.
Right. Are you?
I'm gonna have to wrap this up if you don't mind.
I don't know, Joe. It was a pleasure talking to you. We'll have a link to your website on our show, and hope you make it. Hope you're on for the rest of the run.
And good luck with your recovery.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys were great. Call me anytime.
You got it.
Get the book, A Meal to Die For, at Borders and Barnes & Noble, or my website, JoeSoup.com.
Gotcha.
And any listeners looking for an immigration lawyer, Rudy Gannascoli is the guy.
Way to get that plug in. Thanks, Joe.
All right, Joe.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Nice talking to you, dude.
He plugged his brother. I like that. And I don't mean plugged his brother. I mean gave his brother a plug.
Careful.
We won't dwell on the fact.
Maybe he was a homo. Felt there was no one he could talk to about it.
We won't dwell on the fact that it was his idea to be a fag.
Well, that's the actor thing, And hey, you know what? If he doesn't, we're not probably talking to him.
I'm an actor.
Maybe he was a homo. Felt there was no one he could talk to about it.
Don, I got to say you something. That character doesn't take that direction, thank God. I swear to God, we probably aren't having that conversation. He is. He's just a background guy, but now he's in the forefront, what with his sexual preference and all that.
Thank God.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
That's great.
He's good. All right. So buy his book. He's another guy. It seems to me that just about everybody on that show is trying as hard as they can, and I would too if I was them, to whore it out. I mean, there's all kinds of Sopranos cookbooks and goddamn video games. And
to be honest with you, I hope he survives that incident in the motel, thank God.
Thank God. Thank God, seeing they're ready to eat that lead.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Mike, which is also kind of phallic if you think about it.
I was trying to interpret like his tone and what he said, and I get the impression that maybe he's going to take a bullet.
He's gone.
Yeah,
I think so too. Hello, Don and Mike show.
I think Joe might have let it slip that that he is going to make it.
Now, what did he say? Because maybe we missed something.
What do you got?
When you asked him whether he knew his future, he said, yes, we shot everything, which means that he's going to be around for a while.
No, or it could mean simply that the entire cast is already shot.
They shot the season.
All of the
season
episodes.
Is included. You could look at it both ways, but I can see this guy's...
But hold on, also, was he referring to... Now, remember with The Sopranos, a season is like 12 episodes.
Okay.
So is he talking about the 12 they've already done? Or the 8 more that we're going to get next year.
It's something you got to think about.
All right.
You got to make sure you know what you're doing.
Bye! Thank God.
Don't hurt your brain thinking about it so much.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
That was the gayest thing I ever heard. You guys are like little schoolgirls.
Thank you.
That's right. We like that guy. We've given them plenty of respect.
We like that show. You want to bust our balls? How would you have handled the interview, tough guy? Or just hang up.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. You know what? You come down to Satriali's, I give you a chicken palm and a bullet in the head.
You big, dumb dope.
This is actually gayer than the interview.
The weather is ideal, and there are cool breezes. That cold front moving through here yesterday. We had a 4-hour delay. But even though there are those cool breezes, enough searing pressure...
Take one of the Sopranos guys at Augusta. All right, now let's go over and take a look at the leaderboard. Hey, you got some big champions on that thing.
You guys, I'm Jim Dance. We're in a gay club, Club Male. There is Vito from The Sopranos. Guys, look at that. Hey, guys, over the line, kissing a man on the mouth, guys.
Hey, Jim Dance, don't tell nobody. Come on now. Hey, Jim, what do you got them pierced nipples for?
Nice cap, Vito.
Thanks a lot. It's made a letter. There you go. Come down to Satriali's.
Guys, why do you think they call it Butler Cabin? Get what I'm saying, guys?
Jim, it's a joke. It's a joke, guys.
I've got to go call Sean McManus.
Oh, don't tell nobody.
CBS Sports. I've got to call Lanny.
Don't tell anybody,
Lanny,
please.
Don and Mike, my radio buddies. Phil Sims. Phil, what do you think about Vito being a fag?
Jim, for God's sakes, don't tell Dick Enberg. He'll do one of those 5-minute pieces on me.
Hello. Noted homophobe Dick Enberg.
Butler Cabin.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Did you guys see David Letterman talking to Les Moonves about the Masters last night?
Yes, I did. I caught that on TiVo. And Mike, for everything that you worry about on a much smaller scale,
yes,
when we have Les Moonves, our boss on the show,
right?
Last night, I love that. This guy's our boss too. He's the boss of radio and TV.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We don't have time with him like Letterman does.
Right.
But the last time we had him on the show is before he married Julie Chen.
Exactly.
And I started kidding him about it, and he said, hey, knock it off. Stop it. Well, last night, Letterman spends the 10 minutes before they get Les Moonves on the phone.
Right.
Railing about the Masters, talking about how he
hates golf.
He hates TV golf.
No, he does not hate TV golf.
No. He doesn't.
What he hates is the pomp and the BS of the Masters. He said... They are drunken fans. He said, however, yes, on CBS you have to call them patrons. He said, it's not the rough, it's the second cut. He said, and they pipe in the fake noises of all of the birds.
And you can't call it a sand trap at Augusta. You have to call it a bunker.
So now what happens is, now he gets this guy.
Seriously, those are the rules.
Wow. He gets this guy, Les Moonves, on the phone. And as soon and Moonves is doing everything he can do to defuse Letterman.
Right.
He's like, Dave.
He sounded like Tom. Watch it.
You're the greatest. Yeah, you're the star of the network. But as soon as Letterman starts with the stuff saying, hey, but Les, let's talk about Augusta. That's when he said, Dave, listen, we are good friends with the people at Augusta. We love having the Masters on CBS this year. I really think we should talk about something else right now. Wow. So it was a good Letterman moment. And it's funny to think that guy, who is the head of the radio division for CBS, well, first off, here's the segment. The segment on Letterman is called Less is More with Less. And what it is, and now, who knows this guy, right?
No one really.
That's why I love it, because he's our boss, too. They put up a still photo of him on the screen. It just
They do that sometimes. Sometimes they have an actor that's not him playing him.
but this is him. And it said, Les Moonves, CEO, CBS.
On the phone.
And all Letterman is doing is just busting his balls for 10 minutes.
About Augusta. That's great.
Yeah, and then the guy hangs up, and anyway, Letterman started railing about it again. But yeah, that whole thing, you call them patrons. They're not fans.
Well, it's the whole thing with the rules that they set. They basically, it's one of the few sporting events where the venue dictates policy to CBS.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, that's why Gary McCord can't go back there. It's ridiculous.
Hello, Don and Mike. Gary McCord was only saying what everybody thinks, Mike.
Yes, and he's talking about bikini waxing when he's talking to the Greens.
Hello, Don and Mike show. That's true. They canned him for that.
Wow. They canned him. They kicked him off. Not canned him from CBS, but kicked him off the Masters.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Joey Bag of Bagels. That interview was gay because you two guys is gay. All three of you is gay.
All three is.
There you go.
Joey Bag of Bagels. Forget about it.
I'll give you that. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, guys. I'm listening online, and I went to that Joe's Soup website. And there's a picture of him with his wife, Diana, up there, and she is quite the lovely.
Really? A hottie?
Yeah, she's a hottie.
All right,
All right, we should check it out.
Thank you,
Yeah.
my friend.
Very
All
good.
right, see you later.
Bye.
That's
All right,
good.
bye. Bye.
Bye. So long.
Bye. Toodles. Don and Mike show.
Look what I'm doing in the front seat of this car. Ooh, surprise! Hello, Meadows' boyfriend.
Be sweet.
Meadows' boyfriend.
And didn't he say something to him in the episode on Sunday? Like, there he is, wearing his Calvin Klein, wearing his Armani, looking good, looking handsome.
He said, look at this nice young dentist in his Calvin Klein.
Hello there, Don and Mike show. Oh, great. Finally. And here he is now, checking in on the telephone. It's TV star Oprah Winfrey.
And gone, see? Didn't want us to hunt him down again. Very busy.
Oh, look at Buzz found the picture on the way. Hey, she is cute.
There's Joey and his wife, Diana.
Hey, look at that.
It's him and all of his sauces. Well, you know what? Let's not go overboard about the missus.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's call a spade a spade.
She's good for him.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, for him?
Yeah.
She's great.
Hey, Dan, I want to know if you could tell us a story from years past. One time, Mike left the studio with something attached to the front of his hood on his grill, and he drove home that way.
Well, I tell that story. That's a long time ago. That's when they put a no accidents. Thank God.
Thank God. Right in front of Mike's car. Got a break. Thank you to Joey, Gay Vito, on the Sopranos.
Gannascoli.
When we come back, it is opening day here at least in D.C. with the Nationals. And now we are getting reports, since we talked about it, of up to 16,000 empty seats today at the stadium for the opener for the Washington Nationals' second year.
A game to die for.
We sent Joe out there today to see what the pulse of the baseball fan in your nation's capital is like.
The whole city is just teeming with baseball fans.
Yeah, there's 8 million people that live here, and about 20,000 of them showed up for the first game of the baseball season today.
Yeah, well, it was 70 degrees. You can understand why they stayed away.
Too hot or too cold?
Right in between.
Too perfect.
Yeah, I thought so.
Half the people too hot, half the people too cold.
The weather, honey, I want to go to the game, but the weather's just too goddamn perfect.
Nice.
It's just flawless.
Why don't we wait until it gets to be 20 and raining again?
Yeah.
Now let's go. And the Mets, Who wants to see the Mets?
Yeah, they're only like one of the biggest teams in the National League.
Why don't we wait for the Padres to come to town?
That's the game I went to see last year.
The Padres?
Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
Have you ever seen, here's the one thing I'll say about the San Diego Padres.
They have a great stadium.
At least they've changed their uniforms, which used to be those awful subway-looking
brown. Because they were kind of doing the brown Padre outfit.
Yes, and have you seen, I know we've talked about this before, when they wear camouflage?
Mm-hmm. It's wonderful.
It's weird.
It's very exciting.
It's weird.
But I would have taken the Mets tickets instead of the Padres tickets, but those are the ones that I got.
Mm-hmm. Who's that?
That's Bart for when you break.
Oh, okay. Hey, it's my son, and if he wants to talk to me during the break, it must be something bad.
Oh no.
Not necessarily.
Let me just check in for a second. Hello? Hey, bud?
Hey, Pop.
Hey, bud, you're on the Oh, hold on, you're on the air. You're on the air. So don't say anything that you might regret.
So he's on the air right now.
You're on the air. Are you calling? Tell me just what you're calling about. The topic is school, love life, life in general, automobile. What's the topic?
School and life in general.
Okay. Good, bad, indifferent.
Good on the life in general and indifferent on the school.
All right, hold on.
Okay, doesn't sound too bad.
I'll get right back to you.
Very good.
I love you. Hold on, buddy. I'll come right back. Hold on.
Sounds like it's not all that bad.
That's another one of the kids that I've got.
Uh-huh.
Who I've got a weird relationship with.
They're all over the country.
They're everywhere.
But nobody's getting in too much trouble, thank God.
Thank God. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.